Wow, Dato', just look at this place. It is so heavenly. I could almost smell the roses, but of course, I couldn't find any. What is it about EcoWorld's, landscaping, the township planning that offers this kind of feeling?
Well, you must go back to the beginning. The beginning of when we first started designing the master plan of any project, any township. But has a reverse design philosophy for us. We look at existing flora and fauna first, and the existing ecosystem. We see how best to protect the original look of the whole land first, before we start putting in the houses and the density. And we put our parks and our runways, walkways and pedestrian paths and cycling paths in this sort of meandering ways, also based on the original contour of the land.
I've been given to understand that, all these lovely shrubs and landscaping that you have, they go beyond just beautifying the place. They serve as a security and safety feature as well.
Yes.
You want to share a little bit more?
You picked up a good point. When we did our planning, we put the landscape master plan and the security master plan together. The landscaping is put into certain areas where it will also form as soft barriers. The walkways, the meandering walkways, all that are designed with line of sight in thinking, so that people can also see if any vehicles are coming. Security patrolling can also have a view of anyone climbing the perimeter fencing and all that. They are also lined with fiber optic cables that can send motion for intruders. Even the guardhouse, the welcoming arch and all that are designed with the landscape design in this manner so that you feel very secure but in a very exclusive manner.
Strata living has become a way of life with a lot of people, right? What is the strategy for you to be able to, minimize the cost of the upkeep of the place and yet make it very, very livable?
So the number of units in each precinct will determine how much he has to pay as one resident. So we always put what we think is the optimum number to make it affordable for the resident to pay monthly. Choose project management company that can actually look after the real estate for a long time. Because like EcoWorld, you can see here, it's a wonderful built environment. Yep. But we want it to be sustained over a long period. So the property manager of today, their role is not just to hassle the purchaser to pay up, but also to present a transparent framework whereby when they collect the revenue against the operating expenses, the residents must be comfortable with the property manager.
When I was driving here this morning, I thought, I must confess that I thought that, like a lot of other people, how they feel. Semenyih is like so far away from town, but surprisingly, it took me like half the time that I allocated to get here.
Right. Well, you must realize that today, Kuala Lumpur and Petaling Jaya and a lot of greater part of Selangor has merged into one.
Yeah.
And it will grow that way. To live in the city centre will not be easy for young families. That's why for a place like Eco Majestic, it is located just next to the Lekas Highway. For Eco Majestic, we built a dedicated interchange to serve our residents here straight into Lekas Highway. With that, accessibility is not an issue. While you're living slightly a bit away from the city centre, one day all this will be connected. But you will definitely have a better quality of life.
Congratulations. EcoWorld actually took away 3 awards at the HPROP Malaysia's Best Managed Property Awards 2018. If I recall correctly, Cradleton Precinct actually was one of the winners. It's landed strata titled community, right? What's the difference between strata and non-strata landed property?
One is the legal way. Firstly, it's protected by law. So the residents have this management body to look after the precinct that they are in. The management body will look after the maintenance, security, cleanliness, and it's very clearly defined where your personal space is, where the common areas are, where you share space with your fellow neighbours. From day one, when we sell to our purchasers, our residents, we already tell them you have to be part of a community. Under EcoWorld, we will organize a lot of get-together, know your neighbours, help each other, form a bond between everyone. So in the longer term, the value of the property is also tied to the quality of the community, rather than just having a nice house. right? You also have great neighbors, you know each other, you contribute to your common area, you have very good built environment which can be maintained over many years.
People buy home, it is not just as a form of shelter over the head. It's about capital appreciation. So as a developer, when you build something, is that one of the considerations?
Any resident or buyer or investor, whatever they buy, they want it to appreciate in value. There are three components in terms of value that you must look at when you buy property. Number one is location and accessibility. You may not be able to buy city centre, but you must still be very accessible to all the highways, all the trunk roads, all the public transport system to access to where you want to go. Number two is you must find a developer who's willing to give you a built environment over and above the house that you buy. Beautiful landscape, safety, security, amenities, education. The third one is to build a community.
Okay.
You must join a community that is caring for the environment, that wants to work well and live well with their neighbors and the developer together, to look after the overall estate together, and then it will thrive. But it also can affect the surrounding areas. Their property value also appreciate because we have improved the infrastructure, and that has brought up the well-being of the entire community at large.
The whole
not just
neighborhood,
the whole neighborhood, not just Eco World.